If I tell you that some people will never change, until life breaks them, you may not believe me. But wait until you hear about Anam, the crazy laundryman. A man who fought everyone, disturbed his whole street, beat his wife in public, and proudly said, "I have no closing time." Neighbors warned him. His wife begged him. Even his landlord gave him many chances. But Anam never listened, until one day, life finally humbled him. In a way nobody expected. In the busy streets of a small town lived a man called Anam. Everybody knew him. Not because he was rich. Not because he was kind. People knew him because Anam was always quarreling. If there was noise on the street, people would say, "Ah, Anam has started again." The man of many jobs. Anam called himself a very important businessman. In the morning he washed clothes like a laundryman. In the afternoon he claimed he was a house agent who could get anyone a room. In the evening he went to his small farm outside the town. But in truth, nothing he did ever worked well. His laundry shop was always dirty. Clothes hung everywhere. Soap water flowed on the street like a small river. And then there was the music. Anam loved music more than sleep. From morning till midnight his loudspeakers would shout, "Bam! Bam! Bam!" Neighbors would shout, "Anam! Reduce the volume." But Anam would shout back, "This is my shop. I have no closing time." His poor wife. Anam had a wife named Mama Chica. She was thin, tired, and always complaining. Not because she liked complaining, but because life with Anam was suffering. They had 4 children. Wild children. Rough children. Hungry children. They ran around the street fighting, shouting and chasing people's chickens. Sometimes Mama Chica would cry in the middle of the road. "People of this street, see my suffering. Anam will kill me one day." And sometimes in anger, Anam would beat her right there in the street. People would gather. Some would beg. Some would laugh. But Mama Chica never left him. Nobody understood why. The street urchins. Another problem was the boys Anam allowed in his shop. Street boys. Little boys. Boys who liked trouble. They would sit in his shop all day playing cards, drinking cheap gin and shouting. Customers became afraid to enter. But Anam did not care. He would proudly say, "My shop is open for everybody." The landlord's patience ends. Anam rented his shop in a compound known as Atikota's property. The landlord was a quiet young man who tried to be patient. For many months he warned Anam, "Please keep your shop clean. Reduce the noise. Stop bringing those boys. Close your shop at night." But Anam always answered proudly, "I don't close shop. Business has no closing time." One day the landlord finally shouted, "Anam! Enough is enough." The compound was smelling of dirty water. Neighbors were angry. The music was too loud. And the street boys were now sleeping in the shop. So the landlord told him, "You must leave today." The day of shame. That day something shocking happened. Anam fell to the ground. Right there in the compound. He rolled on the floor crying, "Please, don't send me away. My children will die." People gathered to watch. Some were surprised. Because this same Anam who was always proud was now begging like a child. But the landlord's family had run out of patience. They had only allowed him to stay because of a respected elder in the community who begged for him. But Anam never changed. So the landlord said calmly, "Anam, you must go." And that was the end. The wooden shop. After the eviction, people noticed something strange. Anam was never the same again. Across the road from his former shop, he built a small wooden shack. Very rough. Just planks and zinc. That became his new laundry shop. But there was a problem. There was no water. Not even a well. So every morning Anam would carry big buckets and walk very far to fetch water. Sometimes his wife followed him. Sometimes the children followed him. People watched them quietly. The once loud, proud Anam was now tired and silent. The wife street complaints. Mama Chica became even more unhappy. She complained everywhere. The market, the road, in front of neighbors. See how I suffer. Fetching water like a donkey. People began advising Anam. Brother, change your business. This laundry is killing you. But Anam would raise his head proudly and say, who said laundry is my only work? I am also a house agent. People would laugh, because the truth was simple. No one trusted Anam to find them a house. The unexpected twist. One afternoon something funny happened. A rich woman from another town came looking for a house. Someone jokingly pointed at Anam. Go and meet that man. He is a house agent. The woman approached him carefully. Can you find me a good house? Anam straightened his chest. Of course. I am a professional. For the first time in a long time, Anam worked seriously. He searched everywhere. He spoke politely. He even washed the woman's clothes for free. After 3 days, he actually found her a very good house. The woman was impressed. She paid him a huge commission. More money than he had seen in years. When people heard about it, they shouted, "Ah! The crazy laundryman is now a real agent." Change. Something changed in Anam that day. For the first time he realized something. His biggest enemy was his own behavior. Slowly he began to change. The music reduced. The street boys disappeared. He stopped beating his wife. And little by little, people began to trust him again. His laundry business improved. And surprisingly, his house agent business grew even faster. The street joke. Till today people in the town still laugh and say, be careful, oh. Don't behave like the crazy laundryman. But when they say it, they also smile. Because Anam finally learned his lesson. Moral lessons. Pride can destroy opportunities. Bad behavior can push people away from you. Sometimes failure is the lesson that changes a life. Respect and humility open doors that noise and anger cannot. And that is the story of the crazy laundryman. What do you think? Was Anam truly crazy? Or was he just a man who needed a hard lesson from life? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoy powerful African stories like this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it. Because here, every story carries a lesson for life.